Let's meet some of the other voices who shaped early 18th century literature and thought names that examiners love to slip into questions. We'll start with John Arbuthnot. Born in Scotland in 1667, he studied medicine at Oxford, but his fame comes more from his satirical writings than his science. In London, he became friends with Pope and Swift, moving in Scriblerus Club circles. His style was witty and lively, though not as biting as Swift's. His best-known works include Memoirs of Scriblerus from 1709, The Art of Political Lying in 1712, and The History of John Bull around 1712 or 13. That last title, John Bull, gave England its enduring national nickname, and this has been asked in exam. Next, Lord Bolingbroke, or Henry Street John Viscount Bolingbroke. Born in 1678, he rose quickly in politics, becoming Secretary for War at just 26. A staunch Tory, he was exiled twice for his involvement in Jacobite plots, but he eventually returned to England. His prose style was vigorous, sometimes nearly coarse, reflecting his fiery political temperament. Among his key works are Letter to Windham, written in 1717 but published posthumously in 1753, Letters on the Spirit of Patriotism from 1749, and The Idea of a Patriot King, also from 1749. His influence on political thought, especially on Tory ideals, keeps him relevant in exam. Now, George Berkeley, a very different kind of writer. Born in Ireland in 1685, he excelled in mathematics at Dublin before entering the church and eventually becoming Bishop of Cloyne. A close friend of Swift, Berkeley combined philosophy with graceful prose. His style was clear, ironic in a gentle way, and free of pretension. His big works include The Principles of Human Knowledge from 1710, Dialogues between Hylas and Philonous in 1713, and Alciphron, or The Minute Philosopher in 1733. His philosophy centered on immaterialism, the idea that objects exist only as they are perceived. But what matters for us is that exam questions often focus on his clarity of style and friendship with the scriblarians. Next comes Lady Mary Wortley Montagu, one of the most fascinating women of her time. Born in 1689, the daughter of the Duke of Kingston, she married Edward Wortley Montagu in 1712. She travelled widely, especially in Constantinople, and her letters from abroad became legendary. Strong, witty, and shrewd, her letters written during her travels and social life established her as a precursor to the great letter writers of the 18th century. Her correspondence is frank, vivid, and historically invaluable, and this too has been highlighted in exam. Finally, we have the Earl of Shaftesbury, Anthony Ashley Cooper, the third Earl. Born in 1671, he was an aristocratic writer more devoted to literature and philosophy than politics. He travelled extensively and his prose was pleasant and lucid, if not especially original. Still, he was widely read in his time, and his work influenced Pope's essay on man. His main publication is Characteristics of Men, Manners, Opinions, and Times from 1716, which reflects his interest in moral philosophy and aesthetics. So, together we have Arbuthnot, the satirist physician, Bolingbroke, the fiery Tory politician, Berkeley, the philosopher bishop, Montagu, the candid letter writer, and Shaftesbury, the polished moralist. Each played a role in shaping 18th century prose, and each one has been asked in exam.